Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tatiana. I am back. I said I was gonna be consistent, and here I am. You're welcome. So guys, today I'm talking about the 13 weeks pregnancy symptoms that I experienced and the ones that thank God I haven't really experienced, and we're gonna do a bump update as well. So if you're watching this video, then this is the type of content that you like to kind of follow up on. So I would like to ask you to kindly subscribe to this channel. Make sure you comment down below which part was your favorite, and make sure to like and also share with your friends. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna keep looking down a lot because it's where all my notes are. You know, I keep everything in a piece of paper on this phone, and so it's just a lot easier for me to remember things, because you know what they say, once you're pregnant you do have baby brain and whatnot. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna start from the very beginning, from the moment I found out I was pregnant. So from the moment I found out I was pregnant, I didn't really find out because I was having symptoms. I didn't really find out because I was throwing up, or because, you know, I was just having whatever symptom there is to feel like you're pregnant. I didn't have none of that. It was just mainly my intuition telling me that something is not right in your body and you should take a pregnancy test. That's the way I found out I was pregnant. So that's what happened from the beginning. I didn't have no symptoms. I just followed my intuition. That was telling me something is wrong with your body. Go check it out. I think you might be pregnant. Go get a pregnancy test and do it, honey. And guess what? I did it, and sure enough, it said 2 to 3 weeks pregnant, and vale, it was that. But you know, in my family, my sister, my mother, they never had any type of symptoms when they were pregnant, and so I just thought, you know, maybe it runs in the family. Oh, so I thought. So after that, between 4 to 6 weeks pregnant, I was feeling something. I jinxed it because I was so happy I had no symptoms, but then I jinxed it. I was so happy that I had no symptoms, and then it just started coming. So the first thing that I experienced from 4 to 6 weeks is the sore nipples. Like, my goodness, that thing hurts. And bear in mind, you guys, I'm not the type of person that actually has nipples. My nipples only come out in 2 occasions. 1, when I am cold. 2, in other situations. I'm sure you know what situation. I ain't about to say it, but you know, that's the only 2 occasions that my nipple will come out. So this time around 4 to 6 weeks pregnant, my nipples came out. They were pointy as hell. They were thick, like hard. They were so hard and painful. When I say painful, I couldn't even bear to touch it because it just hurt so bad. And on top of that, my breast literally just went on a mission to explode. Like, it was so engorged. Like, I don't understand what's happening. It was just so full. It was painful. It was, yeah, I had to keep a bra on at all times until I actually bought a nursing bra, whatever you call them. That's one of the symptoms I experienced from 4 to 6 weeks pregnant. The other symptom that I had is that I started being lightheaded a lot. From the moment I get up from the bed, any moment actually that I would get up from anything, from a seat or anything, I would get lightheaded quickly, like so quickly. I have to stop and hold myself for a second because I felt like I was going to fall down. Literally, I felt like I was going to fall down because my head was just going. I started having a lot of headaches. Like, it was so much. My headaches was persistent. It was one of those headaches that just, like I said, it was persistent. It doesn't go away. Like, it just doesn't go away. It will stay there from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. And this is why I literally started just feeling like, oh my God, my life is over. Like, I had no energy to do nothing. I would just stay in bed. And bear in mind, when you're pregnant, you're not allowed to take any type of painkillers. At that point, I didn't have no midwife appointment. I didn't have nothing. I had to wait until they ring me and tell me, you've got an appointment, da-da-da-da. My sister told me, oh, you're not allowed paracetamol. You're not allowed this. You're not allowed, if you got a headache, you got to deal with it the way that you can't. Basically, go to sleep, drink plenty of water. That doesn't work with me. I'm used to taking cocodamol. Like, I love cocodamol. You know, once you have a headache, you take 2 cocodamols, you go to sleep. that's not I'm not a druggy person. I'm not addicted to pills, but cocodamol, when we were allowed to get them, in fact, I was never prescribed. Anyways, yeah, cocodamol was absolutely my thing, better than paracetamol. I hate paracetamol. So my sister told me, you're not allowed to take paracetamol, you're not allowed to take this, and that. And then I went online, started Googling, doing things, research, and it's just like, I can't take this. I can't take that. How am I gonna deal with this headache? What am I gonna do? Like, basically all I had to do is drink water, plenty of water, and go to sleep. And the more water I drank, the more I needed to go to the toilet. I used to be able to hold my pee. It ain't happening this time. I still can't now, but it is what it is. So that's what was happening. Frequent headaches, lightheaded, engorged breasts, sore nipples at 4 to 6 weeks pregnant. Pretty much for a person who said it wasn't going to have nothing because I thought it was in my DNA, you know. Anyways, moving on, from 6 to 8 weeks pregnant, my symptoms kind of went down. Let me just have a quick read. So from 6 to 8 weeks pregnant, because everything that I was feeling in the previous weeks. Alexa, enciende la luz.
Vale.
Thank you. I don't know why she turns the lights off all the time. Where was I? I was really feeling blessed because everything that I was feeling before, I wasn't feeling anymore during 6 to 8 weeks. Literally, I did not have no major symptoms whatsoever. It was like everything just left the building. The only thing that was there, that stayed with me, was the sore breasts. My bad. The sore nipples and the engorgement of breast, which just didn't go anywhere, stayed there. It's like my breasts were filled up with, I don't know what kind of painful tissue is going on over there. It just stayed. It didn't go nowhere. That's one of the things that happened. And another thing that's happened from 6 to 8 weeks, appetite. I mean, I like to eat. Let's put it out there. I love to eat. I love food. I love food. But I do not love food the way that I've been liking food. Like, it's every second of the day I am hungry. Even if I don't want to eat, I gotta eat because my body saying go to eat. But I don't want to eat, go to eat. I don't want to eat, go to eat. That's just how it's been. It's been a constant battle between me, my mind, and my body. Literally, the three of us were fighting because my mind's saying you don't want to eat, my body's saying go to eat. I am saying I don't want to eat, I ain't gotta eat, you know. But I had to, because I had to put in my mind that there's a human growing inside of me that probably needs to eat. I don't think they eat at this point, but I don't know. I have to eat. 6 to 8 weeks, those were the symptoms. Tired, a huge increase in appetite, still have this the sore breast, engorgement of breast, and sore nipples. And that is just it. Sorry, I have to look down. It's in the nose so I don't get off topic, because it's likely to happen. Now, 8 to 10 weeks, it was a roller coaster for me. Like a roller coaster from hell. I don't believe in hell, but from what I've seen, Alexa, I'm gonna have to keep doing this until this video is finished, because I don't even know why I connected my bulb to Alexa, because now she's pissing me off. From 8 to 10 weeks, it's been a roller coaster. When I say I really mean hell, I don't believe in hell like I said, but everybody knows that hell is bad. Like it's bad, like the word says, hell. That's what my weeks been from 8 to 10 weeks. Emotions, guys, it's been a hell of a rainbow of emotions these weeks. When I say rainbow of emotions, I really do mean rainbow of emotion. You know what rainbow means, you guys. I had so many different type of emotions during this week. 1 minute I'm happy, in one day, let's put it this way, in one day I can have about 10 different emotions. I could be happy, I could be sad, I could be joyful, I could be excited, I could be anything. Literally, I could be anything. And because my mood was changing so much. I started being moody towards everybody, and I would spend a whole day without talking to my mom. Like I said, I moved back to my mom's house to help me out with the pregnancy because I'm 28 years old, but I can't do this by myself. I can't. I mean, the child's father is back in Italy, but I can't do this by myself. I gave my flat to my dad, and I moved to my mom until this baby is here. So imagine if I was going through this alone in my flat. I would have went mental. Because over here, I'm already mental. Like, I'm not dealing with this as well as I thought I would. I woke up one day. It was probably 10 to 11 p.m. and I just started crying. I don't know why I started crying. I just started crying. It was like a pain cry. Like, you know when you cry and you sob and your nose is running and you just don't know. That's how I was crying. I don't know where this pain came from. I just don't know what was happening. I just started crying, and I remember I fell asleep. I woke up like literally 4 hours. It was like, what just happened? Like, I froze. I didn't know what happened. I could not comprehend what happened. I started laughing by myself and asking myself, like, Jehovah, please explain what's happening to me. Because I do not get it. I don't get it at all. But that's what was happening. The emotions was on another level. I would spend one day without talking to my mom, or 2 days, or even the whole week. I just wouldn't talk to my mom because I just feel like I don't want to talk to her. She didn't do nothing to me. My mom would come home from work around 8 p.m. and obviously I already cleaned the house. I already did this. I already cooked. But it's just like, why am I pissed at my mom? Why am I pissed at my little brother? What did my brother... Like, small things as my brother come into my room and asking me to do his hair will piss me off, and then I say I'm in a bad mood. I do not get it. I'm always happy to do his hair. Do you know what I mean? So it's been crazy. It's just my hormones. Just, I don't know who's dealing with them, but it's just not it. I just had to find a way to deal with it. And I poor my mom. I feel so sorry for her. My mom, like I said, she's a Jehovah's Witness, and you know, she's doing her best to be there for me, you know. And it's just like, what am I doing to her? Like, she already has her own problems. What am I doing? I feel so sorry, you know. But we're cool. We're good. Today we had a good day. Yesterday we had a good day. But I think she understands. You know, I do generally get mad about things pretty quickly, but with this pregnancy, it kind of just escalated. It's just a little bit worse than it was. Yeah, so that's 8 to 10 weeks, you guys. It's been crazy. It's been so crazy, 8 to 10 weeks. But yeah, this is my life right now. Right now. But thankfully, all this emotion slowed down, right? It really did slow down, because from 10 to 13 weeks, which is where we are now, I can say the emotions are gone. The emotions are still there, but they are better, and I know how to manage them a little better. So once I know what's causing me to feel a bit, you know, emotional, for example, if I feel like I'm going to start crying, I find out what is actually trying to make me cry. For example, sometimes I feel like I'm a failure. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I should have done things better in terms of having a husband and having a child in that sense, you know. So those things really do mess up with my head. And, you know, it's difficult dealing with situations that can trigger some type of emotions once you already dealt with depression and anxiety. I'm very anxious, you know. Sometimes I can be very depressed, and I'm trying to manage all these things without medication, especially because I'm pregnant. So in fact, I stopped taking medication a long time ago anyways. So I'm trying to find the roots of what's making me feel like I want to cry, what can trigger my emotions to be, you know, to skyrocket. And so once I feel like, okay, it might be what so-and-so said, okay, it might be what I read, or it might be what I saw on Instagram or whatever, I just like cut it off. Forget about it, move on, find something else that might be a bit happier to think, you know, something like, oh, I can't wait to see the baby's face on my days. It could be a girl, you know. I really can't wait to do the 3D scan, you know, see what this baby is gonna look like, because you know, a girl with a nice dark skin is gonna have a nice chocolate baby, vanilla baby. Oh damn, this is gonna be a vanilla baby, but it's all right, still gonna be loved. So 10 to 13 weeks where we are now, emotions are being under control. It's still there, but it's very well controlled now. I still have the crazy appetite. I'm still eating a lot. I mean, in fact, have you seen my arms? Have you seen this? I gained so much weight, you don't understand. Like, no more headaches. I don't feel lightheaded at all anymore, which is thanks to God Jehovah. I am so happy. But I do go to the toilet like 50 times a day and 50 times a night. Obviously not literally 50 times, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm always in a toilet, going to the toilet every night at least 4 times. I have to wake up and go to the toilet. But from the beginning to now, I kind of got used to getting up in the middle of the night. You know, it's just one of those things you're gonna have to learn to adapt, you know. So another thing is, no more sore nipples. Like, there's no more sore nipples, even though my breasts are still very much engorged, but there's no pain. There's no pain. I can sleep on my stomach from time to time. So that's what happened from 0 to 13 weeks pregnancy, you guys. Another thing that happened, I finally did get my appointment with the midwife. My lips are kind of dry. Hold on, too dry. I don't like dry lips. No, honey, we don't do dry lips. So I finally got my first appointment with the midwife. So the first appointment was at the GP. They don't do no scan. I didn't know what to expect. I just went there. I was excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna see my baby. Ooh. No, you don't get to see your baby there. They ask you a bunch of questions, make you do a urine test. What else? Take your blood pressure, height, weight, and more questions. It took probably like an hour or something. Literally took like an hour to do all these questions. There's so much. I didn't realize how much questions you have to go through when you get pregnant. It's like you have to relive your old past lives, your partner, before that, what about the history? God damn, I got so tired. I was about to sleep. But anyways, that's what happens in the first appointment. From that day that I had my first appointment, my scanner wasn't due for another 3 weeks. But then it was scheduled earlier for, I think I was 12 weeks still. I was still 12 weeks pregnant, and they called me, we would like to ask you, would it be okay if we can move your appointment for that? They was like, the scan? She's like, yeah. You was like, yeah, girl, you ain't gotta ask me twice. You ain't gotta ask me twice. Let's do it even today if you have to. She said, yeah, come in today. Would you be able to come today at this time? I was like, yes, I'll be there. I'll be at the maternity ward. No, not ward, but the maternity clinic right there on time. And I'm ready to see this baby. I asked her, would I be able to film, you know, the screen at least? I won't put you on. I said it was for YouTube video. She said, unfortunately, we're not allowed. But anyways, I got to see my baby. I didn't know that I could bring somebody, but my sister was in her house. She lives in Mansfield. My mom was working, so I was just like, I was so emotional by myself. I was crying. I cannot believe that human was, I'll put a picture somewhere here or somewhere there. See, this human right here was literally inside. It is. 1 second. So I'll put a picture in here somewhere, but I also want to show you. This is baby. Look at that. It's got a head and everything. So yes, I was so excited to see the baby. I was crying. I was very emotional. The baby was upside down. She said we could try and see whether it's got a little stick or whether it's flat, so baby, to see whether it could be a girl, it could be a boy. Even though it's a bit early, she said we could sometimes find it early. But the baby was sleeping upside down, and we tried. She made me do all this weird funny dances, tried to make the baby move, but he didn't want to move. He's just lazy like me, like so lazy. We did everything, didn't want to wake up, didn't move. He stayed in the same position, but everything was fine with the baby. all the checks were fine, like it's developing the way that it should. We did all Down syndrome tests and everything. It's fine. The baby's neck is fine, it's in the right length, you know, the baby's body is in the right length, the arms, the legs, the heart's beating fine. And it was so amazing to see that. It was so emotional that I just, you know, the tears were flooding. I've always wanted to be a mom. It wasn't a goal to be a mom, but it was definitely a dream of mine. I always said I'm never leaving this earth without having children. I just cannot ever fathom the fact that I could. I mean, you know, I feel for women out there that can't have children, but I said at least I must try to have children one day so that I don't leave this earth without leaving my seed, my baby here somewhere, you know. And this has been the 0 to 13 weeks pregnancy update, symptoms and all of that. And now let's do a bump update. Okay, so that's been the 13 weeks pregnancy update plus symptoms plus baby scan plus baby update. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like this video, comment down below. If it's your first time in my channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe to my channel, join the family, and I will see you guys next week with another video.